That's right, Tasty Melon. It's manga time. Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of Omnibros Live on a Thursday night. We are here to talk about manga, as is usual on Thursdays. It's your boy Gio here, still petitioning for that Inhumans Omnibus. I'm not going to quit, even when the company does some really silly choices with their releases. But anyways, I am joined by Omni Collecti, almost not sick anymore. That's good. I hope next week it'll change to not sick. So welcome, Omni Collecti.
I'm not sick anymore. I was trying to change it earlier, and I had something clever, and now I don't remember what was put on there. I'm gonna
welcome.
change it later. I'm just gonna be Healthy Collecti for now.
Aria, thank you so much for joining. So everybody, welcome to another edition of Omnibros Live. Tonight, we're going to go over the San Diego Comic-Con manga announcements, which for once were on time. They knew we were going to broadcast, and they got ready, and almost everything got revealed just in time for this stream. There's some stuff happening as we're doing this video. I know my lovely co-host here is keeping track of that and will let us know if anything pops up to talk about. But we do have some, sorry, almost choked there. We do have some solicits from Kodansha, Titan, Yen Press, and Tokyo Pop did a panel, but I don't think they announced anything new. And Udon was supposed to reveal some stuff. I don't know.
Well, here's what the rest. Okay, so today, 1 p.m. was the Tokyo Pop. Nothing was there. 2 p.m. was Kodansha. Colleen and I were live earlier, so that's why Colleen's not with us right now. But they had a few things. There was, and then right now is ongoing the manga publishing industry roundtable. But they already finished their announcements. The announcements were in the first 10 to 15 minutes.
So now it's just Q&A or something.
Yeah, so we can I'll give you the titles in the private chat so that you can find pictures to put up.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
article won't be up on ANN for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
And then the rest of the weekend, sorry, I went through the whole thing and I wrote it down earlier, so I'm just looking at my what I wrote down.
Yeah.
Saturday, there's a Drawn and Quarterly panel at 1, and they said they will have announcements, but D&Q does stuff from everywhere.
Indie books and
so it could be something from Japan, it could be something from Korea, it could be something from the US, Canada, France, whatever. No telling what that'll be. And then Udon did announce one book today, just a few minutes ago. And it's one that a friend of mine, it was her number one thing that she wanted. Excuse me. So she's very excited. But they also have a panel on Saturday at 4 p.m. And it said that they'll be talking about new licenses. So I don't know if there's going to be more additional announcements, but that'll be on Saturday. And there's nothing tomorrow as far as manga announcements that I could find, and nothing Sunday. So we will maybe miss a couple things that we'll have to talk about next week.
Next week, yeah, of course. I do want to remind everybody that there is a website that you can visit where you will not miss announcements. You'll get all the new releases. That is, of course, InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected edition, your wonderful sponsor for this show. Get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more with great deals that range from 42, sometimes 50, 60% off. It's crazy over there. You guys got to check it out. Orders of $50 or more gets you free shipping in the US. And if you make an order on a week-by-week basis, you get that sweet loyalty discount that adds an extra 2% to your order. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Also, shout out to everybody that bought the heck out of that Batman TMNT Omnibus. That's cool. And I talked about it last night, but it's the Battle of the Cats. You got Catwoman and Black Cat here dealing it out for Deal of the Week. And some cool manga to check out as well. So listen to us. And once you're done, go check out our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Shout out to ISC. Thank you, everybody in the chat. More people are joining. That's awesome. Good evening, y'all. Jaime, welcome. Hello again, Omni Collecti. I assume Jaime was on your other stream.
Yes, yeah, and
Nice.
we were talking about how Colleen might not be here, so Colleen's not here. I actually didn't even ask if they wanted to come after that. Like we mentioned it then, and usually I'll send her your link, and I forgot to send the link. But Colleen will usually message me if I don't and be like, "Hey, is there a link?" So I'm just assuming they're gonna relax for the rest of the night.
Yeah, awesome. Twisted Pix Productions. Hey, oh, cool avatar. Thank you for the info here, Omni. I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, pretty chill SDCC, yeah, announcements in my opinion. Nothing like too crazy over the top, which is good. If you have like constant like euphoric announcement after announcement, I don't know. I kind of like when sometimes it's kind of chill and you have some low key books being announced and you're excited for them. That's great, but nothing too crazy. This is one of those times. It's weird because it's San Diego Comic Con, so stereotypically you would expect like big bombastic reveals from everybody, but we've had that throughout the year. So this was pretty softer time on this con experience, I guess.
Do you want to start with the stuff that just got announced, since that's not on like any website yet?
Yes, sir. Let's do that. Let me grab the info.
Okay, I will. While you're doing that, I'll talk about. So right now, I mentioned just a minute ago, they're doing the Manga Publishing Roundtable panel, and it has members from a lot of different places. I'm trying to find the panel listing. Kevin Hamrick from Viz, Jamie Kim from Monta, Ben Applegate from Penguin Random House, Bobby Chase from Webtoon and Scrolled, Layla Acker also from Penguin Random House, Michael Gombos from Dark Horse, and Ed Chavez from Denpa are all on that panel. And Deb Aoki from Publishers Weekly and Mangasplaining is hosting, is moderating. At the beginning, the first 10 or so minutes, so starting about 20 minutes ago, they had dropped, 5 new announcements. One from Manta. These are all physical, by the way. One from Manta, 3 from Fantagraphics, and 1 from Udon. And the Udon one is the one that a friend of mine is very excited about. If you go to on Twitter at Yuki_White12, she's screaming about it right now. Quoth, Veil is licensed by. I spoiled it. Veil is licensed by Udon. Holy fucking shit! It's happening. It's happening.
I love to see that when people are super excited for their favorite book. That's great.
Yes, I'm really happy too, because I know how like Shiva has literally asked for that series to be licensed for like every single round. She's like, Veil, 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 and like it's finally here. And we'll talk about it a little bit in a second. I think that one's Udon with Mangasplaining are co-publishing that.
Yeah. I'm looking for pictures online, and I'm making sure they're big enough to show. Man, this is all over the place, but it worked for our show, you know.
It is what it is.
No roses without thorns. That's what I'm looking at right now. Let's see.
Yeah, that's one of the Fantagraphics ones.
Is this it? It better be it. Is it a girl with blood on her face?
I have no idea because I have not seen the pictures.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but okay. Up and coming idol group member Rose goes on a secret date with her boyfriend for her birthday, only to be kidnapped and demanded money for their freedom. Her abductors seem far from stable, and her boyfriend seems to be more invested in his own freedom than her safety. Now that she realizes that she is completely on her own, Rose must outsmart her captors and fight for her freedom. That sounds badass. I want to check this out.
Trying to find who's at the. Okay, I found V Lord GTZ is at the panel, so he's got the pictures. No roses without thorns.
Heavy bros. Sorry.
Wait, I don't know if that's the same. Nami Sasso describes what it was like to make manga in the 1970s when she was just a high school student.
Damn it.
Assistant.
We're reading different things.
Okay, look at. Okay, go to maybe just go to the Twitter account at V Lord GTZ.
Hold on.
He's
Twitter.
Red.
Wait. Who am I looking for? Twitter.
Sorry, chat. We are making sure that we got you guys up to date with this stuff. Okay, I just put it in the private chat.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
He's got so you can go through all the pictures that he's got from the panel, the whole spread of folks up there.
Oh, I see. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I was way off. My bad. I read a manga or actually a webtoon called No Rose Without Thorns. That is completely different.
Yeah, no, the subtitle there, My Life as a Shoujo Artist Assistant, kind of let me know you might have been off.
I love it. Oh, I see. By Nami Sasao. That's what. Okay. My bad. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I can show off these pictures. Right. Okay, that's not it. Okay, so let's go back. Sorry, where am I? Okay, let's share my screen here so people aren't too bored of looking at our faces. Again.
Gotta show them the goods.
Okay, so this is Under the Oak Tree by Kim Suji. Season 1. Here it's not the actual cover, but it's the same book. This one is Search and Destroy by Atsushi Kaneko.
Yep.
This one is Wandering Cat's Cage by Akane Torikai. And this is not No Roses Without Thorns. That is No Rose Without Thorns. So something different. Sorry. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to pull off the picture from Twitter. Sorry. Why not? Copy image address? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Sorry. I'm off my game tonight. It's been a rough Thursday. Sorry, folks. No Roses Without Thorns, My Life as a Shoujo Manga Artist Assistant. That's the one. Totally different than whatever the hell this is.
So that one, and you can see on the picture, there's the little yellow, the little manga splaining thing. It's also from Udon. It wasn't from Fantagraphics. I made a mistake there in sending you the info. That was from Udon, and Veil is from Udon as well. And those are in conjunction with Manga Splaining, as well as Torikai's Wandering Cat's Cage and Search and Destroy. So those 4 are Deb, along with Chip Zdarsky, David Brothers, and what is it? I always forget his name. The 4th one is Christopher something or other. Okay. That's their podcast, and they talk about manga. And so now this is their, like, last year they announced their first book, which is coming out like next month, Okinawa. So So these are coming out. Veil is the one that I alluded. That was the one that was is my friend's number one that she's been wanting for a while. So very exciting to see her get a win, a big win. It's a full color release as far as I've seen. It's like fully beautifully colored.
So what is this about? Do you know?
She
you
has
read
not
this
explained it to me, so that description is about as good as anything for me.
The chance encounter, a handsome soldier, a beautiful woman. A tentative love affair smolders on the snowy cobblestone streets out of sight of those that might keep them apart. That's pretty vague, but the cover looks interesting, so I might check it out. Why
And
not?
there's the next picture should be both 1 and 2 together. Yeah. As far as I know, I think it's still going. I don't know. I'd have to ask her.
So Veil and the Japanese name would be Koteri? Or am I mistaken?
That I think that's the. Is that the creator?
Oh, look, H-Field is excited. What? Veil is being licensed? OMG.
You heard it
That's
here second, because you would have heard it
so-
somewhere else first. But we
Yeah. But I appreciate H-Field that you got the news from us.
Yep, that's why I wanted to jump on it so that people who are in here could get a little sneak because it hasn't been shown anywhere else.
Oh, I can't do the Twitter. Oh my god.
Oh, Kotari, I guess is not it's Ikumi Fukuda is the creator. So Kotari is.
Okay, now I can open it. Homie posted the other pictures here, right?
From that panel or the other
Yeah.
panel?
From that panel.
Yeah, it was in that same thread.
I can't find it. I'm
It'd
sorry.
be at the top of his
Oh, I know what I did wrong. Hold on. There we go. Got it. Okay, so now I want to show the other.
Yeah.
Why isn't it showing? What the heck? Oh my gosh. Bro. No. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Riley. This is not the most professional stream that I've done. Under the oak tree. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So that is the proper cover for it. The one I used was the one they had on the Bezos website. And this one over here, we got Search and Destroy. There's Search and Destroy, like you said, retelling of Dororo. Oh, interesting. I assume in modern times or something like that, because it doesn't look like feudal Japan.
I believe so. And this actually was leaked. I don't know if you call it a leak, but like Fantagraphics a few days ago dropped a bunch of like their catalog, and this was in there, so people got to see it a few days early.
Okay.
But the cover looks pretty neat. That one, and I think one of the other ones is going to be serialized first from the Manga Splaining website, and then they're going to collect the serialized chapters later.
Nice. So that is happening right now. Let's rewind a little bit and talk about. Let's do Titan. Titan manga licensed 2 series, I should say. Sorry. I'm going to go over to our friends over at ANN, Anime News Network. Titan manga licensed The Poetry of Ran and Tengen Hero Wars. You can see here poetry is by Yusuke Osawa. In this high fantasy tale, there are monsters who devour people and all their evil. And the only way to banish them is to absorb these impurities. Todue, a young bard struggling to make a name for herself, encounters one such monster hunter, a young man named Ran, or Ran, whatever you want to say. and decides to travel with him to gain inspiration from his exploits. That looks pretty cool. And the other one is Tengen Hero Wars from Yasu Hiramoto and Kubaru Sakanoichi. After receiving a mysterious invitation to come play in heaven, Oda Nobunaga and his sister are transported to a mysterious new world where the mightiest warriors from history will meet to do battle. Here, I think I've read this somewhere before. Here, the pair will meet legendary figures such as Napoleon, Julius Caesar. I don't know how to pronounce this. Liang, sorry, and plenty of others to see who will be crowned the greatest of all time. This is Tengen Hero Wars, released a couple years back. So, what do you think of these two books?
Interesting. I mean, I'm intrigued enough that I'm gonna try them out, see how they are. Titan doesn't have a ton of stuff, but the stuff they do has been pretty good so far.
Yeah. You want to get Tengen Hero Wars?
Record of Hero Rock.
Yeah, Hero Record War Rock. Tengen. I'm interested to see Napoleon in this. Okay. So yeah, that's it for Titan. I would like to think their strategy is to be like super picky with what they get. That's different from everybody else. Titan has some good stuff. These, along with Witch of Thistle Castle and Alpi the Soul Sender, you guys be excited for how diverse they are. That's Veil is such a gorgeous work. I'm very excited that Jocelyn Allen is translating. So Violent Bill and Ted. Something like that. Yen Press only announced one book for now. Manga announcement. We're getting My Poison Princess is Still Cute. When Demon Princess Raffi married Roren, an immortal knight, as part of a peace treaty, she hadn't expected that he'd fall for her. He keeps trying to get closer to her despite repeatedly dying from the poison she emits. So they revealed this one, and the next one will be on Saturday, I think. And they promised it was something that a lot of people, a magical book that a lot of people have been asking for, whatever that means. So I hope it's something big. So yeah, this one's coming out. Cool.
We were laughing at this one earlier, Colleen and I.
Why?
Number one, the Moe girl with the big chest.
Oh, okay. I figured, but I still wanted to ask.
And then number two, the description and like the guy's obsessed with her but keeps dying from poison. We were just laughing at the way that
at some point you would think he'd want to stop and choose someone else.
We're just like, come on, like Yen. We were discussing like Yen. It's always either really like weird things or like I almost have never. Usually, I almost always have never heard of the stuff that they license, and I come to it and it's either a huge surprise, like I really love it, or I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, why did y'all pull this one?
I feel like Yen books are all the same, it seems.
They are very much not all the same. And that's the thing, is they are so wildly different. Every book that they do is so... Even the isekai books are all like very different types of isekai. I've learned this very, very well over the past year because they send me all of their volume ones. And I read at least the first chapter or two of each, if not the whole first volume, to see if I want to keep going. And every single one is so wildly different from the rest of them. And it's odd. It's like, but I like always, it's like I haven't heard of most of this stack of books, but I will find stuff every time that is super surprisingly good to me. And I will also find stuff every time that I'm like, this is either boring or just plain bad.
I can imagine. Yeah, with they do the shotgun licensing, but not as bad as Seven Seas when they started.
It makes me wonder for them. I said this earlier in the earlier stream. If some of their stuff is like they have to like a package stuff licenses,
Yeah.
they have to take something to get something else. And because a lot of it is just like I said, it's stuff that I've never heard of. It's stuff that like I'm like, why did you pull this? Like I've got a stack of the new ones from this month, and it's just like you have something like one of my most anticipated books of the year, Summer Hikaru Died.
Nice.
And then you have like My Mate is a Feline Gentleman.
I love to see that.
We have some Manwa, the imitation romance.
Cool.
They always have some. They like to focus a lot on Manwa with the eyes press and stuff. Saint, no, I'm just passing. What is it? I'm just passing Beast. Passing Beast Tamer.
Okay.
That one is. What was the plot? I forget, but she looks like one thing, but she's a beast tamer. It's like a comedy series. The Silent Witch. This is the one that looks pretty cool. She's shy, so she practices magic without having to say the spells, and then she gets tied into some other stuff. And then this one is another of the isekai. I want to be a receptionist in this magical world. She literally wants to be a receptionist. The title does tell you exactly what it needs to be.
Yeah, not much left to the imagination.
So yeah, it's like a whole just pile of weird stuff, and I could pull out from my boxes next to me like all the other stuff in the past several months. Like Yen is all over the place.
Yeah. I'm looking at Yen Press's Twitter, but it won't open. What is happening? Oh, tomorrow we've got another. Oh, it's tomorrow. Fantastic. Good job, Yen. Tomorrow we've got another new announcement, a magical one that many of you have been waiting for. And some of the guesses are pretty wild here.
Is it Kingdom?
Oh my God. I saw some comments, and whenever I see them, I think of you. And I just laugh. And somebody wrote what we were talking about that. Like, it's not a sure thing that damn book is going to sell. But they're still like, why isn't it licensed? They do this other stuff. Why couldn't they get that? Clearly, they know better than us. There's a reason why it hasn't happened. Just be patient. I'm sure it eventually will happen. Could be like 100 years from now. Hopefully. I'm kidding.
They'll put like one volume from the middle of the series as a sampler and just be like, you guys wanted this, right?
That reminds me of when DC decided to do an oversized hardcover of the middle of Aquaman's Rebirth series with Cedric's art. No reason. They're like, here you go, middle of the story. Makes no sense if you read it by itself, but here you go.
So you have like the entire series in like one format, and then you get this one deluxe edition.
One giant deluxe edition, and then it never came back for OHC. I boycotted that. I never bought it. I cannot show you the replies because people are posting some not safe for work memes and even some H stuff in here. So sorry, not going to happen. But if you want to get a good laugh, go to Yen Press's tweet and check out what people are talking about. Anyhow, let's move on to Kodansha. Here it is. Everybody was excited. I don't think anybody got this right, myself included. I always expect minimum things, nothing too fancy, so I don't get disappointed. But it was funny to see the reaction online on Twitter as it was coming out. And also they did the Instagram live feed and it popped up on my phone, so I logged in and watched some of it. And I couldn't watch it because the comment section were either annoying or cringy. And they were just spamming, how how about this? How about this? Why not this? Why not that? I'm like, shut up, Jesus.
That's why they stopped doing, because they used to do YouTube lives for their
I remember those. Yeah.
and they stopped doing it because of the comment sections. They, especially because before Seven Seas did the physical for Tokyo Revengers, and before Kodansha announced Blue Lock, sorry, that was all everyone asked about. And it wasn't just that, like they because I talked to Misaki. She told me this last year. She was the one that used to host them, and she said that like at first they were just annoying, but then they started like getting violent and like threatening them, being like, if y'all don't put this manga out, then I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kill you. And they're like, what the hell? So
that's disturbing, but it's kind of funny.
That's one of the big reasons I really don't like respect the people that just sit on Twitter and like, I'm like, shut up. Like, y'all are annoying. You're bothering these people.
You say Kingdom. Kingdom is coming. What's coming first, Kingdom or Inhumans Omnibus? Inhumans Omnibus, calling it now. 2024. It's going to get announced.
Kingdom has already literally been passed up on by English publishers. So, yeah, Inhumans Omnibus is going to happen before that.
Also, there's an ad.
I lost you, Gio. Or did I lose me?
Really? Sorry, I froze up.
Yeah, you're good now.
Somebody got mad at me.
Uh-oh. They got pissed because I was.
Am I back? Is it working properly?
You're good now.
Nope. Okay, am I back now?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you for a minute.
Okay. Thank goodness I didn't say anything raunchy. So I think it's going to bug out in a minute again because it did the same thing last night. StreamYard has low reception, but I have full Wi-Fi internet connection thing. So it's StreamYard, guys. Omar's like, we'll see about that, Gio. I'm not even going to talk about that. Gio, as an Inhumans fan, you should also feel the pain for the Kingdom fans. No, because I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that.
I think that one is an expected type of thing and the other is not. Like there's nothing that would tell anyone like you should expect that Kingdom would get licensed. And we also know that at least one publisher in the US has passed on the license. Whereas with the Inhumans, we literally have reason to believe, because like every license, every character, every franchise from Marvel gets omnibus editions. They're one of the last ones remaining that hasn't. Yeah. And it's just a matter of time before they circle back around and get to that.
I will celebrate like if it's the 4th of July. I will light fireworks and I will slam dunk a book in somebody's face. I'm excited.
I told Colleen we'll get a copy for them as well so that we can all celebrate it together.
When that happens, everybody better buy that damn book, and we'll do Inhumans readathon live. I'll host the damn thing on a Monday. I don't care on a Tuesday. Sorry, and we'll get everybody involved, all the naysayers and all the supporters. That's going to be a joyous day. Speaking of joyous, Vinland Saga got that deluxe hardcover reveal. I'll pull up a picture before we're done with the show. That's exciting. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with my copies. So yeah, Kodansha. Going back to this.
Yes.
The first announcement, they did physical and digital announcements. First one here is Bloodblade by Oma Sei. First impressions from your boy here. I thought, is this a Geo book? Who knows? I'm intrigued, but I need to see more of it. The art looks beautiful. I can pull that up if you guys want.
Yeah, they've got a lot of interiors on the website as well.
Yeah. Count Dracula is reborn as a katana-wielding young vampiress in a new, never-before-seen action manga set in a gritty, alternate history Europe. You got me there.
I was laughing at this one earlier too. Like I was reading it and started laughing because I was like, this is ridiculous.
Fans of cinematic, gory, supernatural, alternate histories like Vampire Hunter D, Hellsing, alternate history. That's a stretch. Come on. Dance in the Vampire Bund. That's okay. Will want to sink their fangs into Bloodblade. Made in Japan, published in English first. That's pretty cool. Having fallen in battle long ago, Count Vlad Dracula is reborn as a katana-wielding young vampiress in an alternate history Europe after the reincarnated Dracula rescues a girl named Clara from a mysterious stranger. Clara explains that she is the creation of a certain Victor Frankenstein. She also reveals that she is fleeing from an organization called Cerberus, which seeks to capture and study monsters such as herself in order to create an army of human-monster hybrids. I feel like I already know like most of the plot of the show, of the manga. Clara begs the vampiress to flee with her to an island of monsters where the two of them will be safe, ... But as they set out for Monster Island, the sinister forces of Cerberus are in hot pursuit. This screams like edgy isekai-esque story and with Yuri overtones and fun monster action. So that's why I'm saying maybe it's a Geo book. Let's see if I can find the artwork here.
The art is definitely great. The concept is hilariously ridiculous, and it's something that I definitely want to try when it comes out. And it's going to be a digital first that they're serializing. That was the other thing that was different about that title.
Yeah.
Is they're serializing it through their whatever program on their site or whatever.
Where is this? I can't find it.
Go very top. And are you in the news section?
Menu. There we go.
So
News.
Yeah, there it is. The segment.
Hey, there it is. Okay, guys, this looks pretty dope. Not gonna lie. As ridiculous as the plot sounds, look at that freaking dragon. Like, come on. How can I not read this, even if it sucks? Just for that dragon alone. That dragon saved this whole solicit for me. Like, let's freaking go.
Oh, it's got some good artwork.
I say
concept.
I like it, and I'll finish this statement. Sorry to interrupt. Because it talks about like the monster stuff and vampires and blah blah blah, which is something that I like a lot. So I'm leaning towards getting it and reading it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was repeating that, like I mentioned, it's got really great artwork. The interiors look great. It's just a ridiculous plot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of Prison School. That level of art.
Oh, that kind of detail.
Or like with the shading and stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're talking about.
Dracula Isekai, let's go. Hell yeah. They just straight up pulled the Cerberus part of the plot from Mass Effect. I thought of that too, yes. Okay, so going back, cover's pretty cool. And then they announced this wonderful series here. Fed up with being the spoiled queen's genius butler, I ran away and built the world's strongest army. Manga by Rega, story by Skyfarm. Volume 1, it says here, Leet isn't just any butler. His mistress, Princess Kilik, demands the impossible, and he delivers it 7 times before breakfast. But one day, Leet decides enough is enough, and he flees for a neighboring land where the talented rise up through the ranks instead of languishing in thankless, dead-end jobs. Under a new name, Lilt, these names are weird. He enrolls in a training and job placement program and rapidly discovers that easy as wax on, wax off, his butlering skills make him a valuable asset. This is from the same creator as Rise of the Outlaw Tamer and his S rank Cat Girl. So if you're in the mood for hijinks, might want to check out. Fed up with being the spoiled queen's genius butler, I ran away and built the world's strongest army.
I probably won't.
I'm not interested in it whatsoever.
Like nothing about it intrigued me. The part that confused me was where it says, and he delivers it 7 times before breakfast. I was like, what is he delivering, man?
What is he delivering?
What is he
Why
doing?
is he so efficient? What is happening? The Butler series is such a miss. How do they make their money back from something like that? People will buy it.
That's when there's got to be like something that came as a package. They're like, you get this, but you can also have whatever license people actually wanted. And they're like, okay.
Mm-hmm. The next one made me laugh because it's another damn mermaid manga. As
I said that earlier, I was like, here's one that Gio's gonna laugh at.
I mean, it sounds cool, but like, what is happening with the Mermaids? 2023. This is by Kaori Ozaki. From the author of The God's Lie and The Golden Sheep, Mermaid Prince explores such complex themes in a series of short stories that highlight the beauty, wonder, pain, and loneliness that can come from feeling adrift in the world, as well as the joy that can accompany finding your own anchor amidst the seas of change. It's short stories, so I'm intrigued. Not high on my list of things I want to read or get, but I would be down to getting this at some point and reading it because I do like anthology stories. Books.
I will definitely, because it's just a single volume.
Yeah,
no commitment whatsoever. So I will definitely be picking it up. And the stories themselves sound interesting to me. Like, I think this is gonna probably be emotionally painful to read.
Hell yeah!
So
that's what we look for.
Keep me knowing that I'm alive.
I do like that cover. I hope it sticks. Maybe they'll get rid of some of the font or something, but
yeah,
I think
it's a good one. Really good cover.
The next one, I would have been surprised, but this is one of my favorite isekai of all time. I collect the series as it comes out. I have all the volumes. I've read it. I own the anime on Blu-ray, so it was like, cool. But we're getting that time I got reincarnated as a slime omnibus editions. So 3-in-1 omnis, almost 600 pages of this best-selling manga. Mikami's middle age hasn't gone as he planned. He never found a girlfriend. He got stuck in a dead-end job. And he was abruptly stabbed to death in the street at 37. So when he wakes up in a new world straight out of a fantasy RPG, he is disappointed, but not exactly surprised to find that he's facing down a dragon, not as a knight or a wizard, but as a blind slime demon, should be monster. But there are chances for even a slime to become a hero and maybe even build a country where the rejects and outcasts can find a place to belong. This is a ton of fun with fantastic art. I love this. I recommend watch the show. And if you like it, come back to the manga because the art done for this is spectacular by Taiki Kawakami because this was originally a light novel. So yeah, excited for those that are trying it for the first time. But as someone that has the series, I'm like, okay, cool.
Here's the test for me is I got those box sets. Yeah. So I have collected what's out in box set. I need to, actually read it. I don't want to grab the omnibus because I have the box sets, but I'm also a sucker for thick books.
There you
go. I'm just gonna put out there. Let's see what happens next year if I succumb to the omnibus. If I see it come up on Right Stuff and I'm like, shit, I gotta get it.
I mean, it'd be cool to have the full Kodansha line of omnibus editions because you do have them all, right? At this point,
I don't have Attack on Titan because I have the Colossals.
Oh, that's even bigger. So okay.
Yeah, so that one I was like, I don't need this to go down in size.
I ship it, Chris. I'm assuming these will be the same form factor as Noragami and Fire Force. Yes.
Yeah.
Same style. 3
Yeah.
in 1s. Cool stuff.
Yeah, I am hoping I was figuring they'd do another omnibus in this round, and I was right, even though it was only a few physical things. But I did not guess that it would be this. I was thinking, in my head, I was like, oh, maybe Eden Zero. But
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know. I guess I just didn't think about Slime because I have the box set, so I wasn't thinking in terms of like individual volumes when I was trying to think of like what longer titles they have currently. But apparently being a longer title doesn't matter because they've got, the Cells at Work omnibus coming, and that's just going to be 2 books, and then they've got the Sign of Affection, and that's only 6 volumes right now. So I guess length doesn't.
What's the other one? Fairy Tale. We're getting another one.
Yes, Fairy Tale is getting it, but that actually has the length behind it.
I will add. Oh shoot! I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry. What was it? Oh, if you guys are interested, the regular editions are the same trim size as the omnibus editions. So literally, you're just saving space on your shelf if you decide to upgrade, because they're the same thing. These were large trim editions when they started coming out. I mean, they still are. And there are currently 22 volumes, 22, 23. There's one more book for them to put out, and we'll be caught up with the Japanese release.
Yeah, that's another reason why I'm not as tempted, because it was already in the large format.
Mm-hmm.
So getting these is not getting. It's not the same as I picked up Fire Force and I picked up 7 Deadly Sins because it was a larger trim size than the original. This is
exactly
still the same format, so that's my feel on this one.
Did I say it right? Lilt is literally the name of a British soft drink. Did not know that. I hope I said that right. Probably didn't.
That's not fair. My name's not a British soft drink, as far as I know.
I know different companies, but we get this over Dragon Quest Die. What was I talking about?
Was it the Moe one?
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want more Dragon Quest Die, but I don't know. I hope there's a renewed interest with the video game coming out in September, and maybe this will want to rethink and license the second arc. Who knows?
I mean, if we pull together I don't know, 50 grand, maybe we can just do it ourselves.
Heck yeah. Omnibros Publishing. Omnibros label.
For that title in particular.
That one, that's it.
Yeah.
We're done. And once we're done, we're like, we're out of print, out of business.
And I think that's a low ball also for how many volumes it is. I think 50 grand is not going to even get the whole series. It's going to get a small print run of the first, I don't know, 5 volumes.
Just 5.
Would do the same thing again.
Okay, so is this the last? That was it. That was all.
The digital licenses. One of them, Colleen was really into. The first one's a dancing one. That's
The World is Dancing by Kazuto Mihara.
That one sounds fun. I don't know, but it's digital. The second one sounds good. Isak, it looks. We were comparing the way it looks to Golden Kamui.
It has that vibe going for it.
The cover absolutely has the Golden Kamui vibe. Sounds fun. And then the last one is the one that Colleen's looking forward to, which is Blade Girl. Just got to keep everyone up to date about what Colleen's into since they're not here to speak for themselves. This one is the girl has a prosthetic leg and she gets the blade so that she can continue doing competitive running.
To murder people? Oh, Sorry.
Yeah, and the group that she does the stuff with is called the Blade Runners, and that confused me because I was like, wait a second, Blade Runner.
It's Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling in this.
Yeah, this is the like Harrison Ford and then Ryan Gosling, and then the third generation of Blade Runners is this girl.
Hell yeah. But all jokes aside, this one sounds awesome. I do want to read it. I dug this one. Blade Girl, there we go, from Narumi Shigematsu. And this one is pretty funny to say, by Isak, by Shinji Makari and double S. Now, is it like SS or double S? I don't know.
I wonder if double S is also referring to the name because it has two S's.
Oh.
I could just be bullshitting.
Anno Domini 1620, Europe is conflagrations never grown. I don't want to read this. Historical action epic that fans of Vinland Saga can sink their teeth into. Okay. Cool. So it's not in Japan, it's in Europe. I don't know why we have a samurai here, but
Because he wants to be there.
He went to Japan and he's like, that was awesome. I need to get one of them swords to fight in the battlefield.
And then the last thing from Kodansha was the Vinland cover.
Oh, I can find that on Twitter, right? A lot of people I posted about it. Hold on.
Yeah, you retweeted it. They have their official image, and then the stuff that was going around last night, whenever Deb had taken pictures, and she didn't realize.
I saw that picture and I commented like, that looks like a really cool deluxe hardcover over there.
You commented, and then I looked at it and I was like, yo. And so I like took a close-up screen grab. And after that, she realized, because people were like, yo, what? Like, this is the first look. And then she took close-up pictures and sent them.
Here it is. Here it is, guys. Gang, fam.
Burgundy. This is the same size. It should be the same trim size as like Dark Horse's stuff, like Berserk. A nice like burgundy, looks like faux leather. I'm assuming you can't really tell, but by the embossing, the way that it's that pattern on there, I'd say it has to be some sort of faux leather, like over the cardboard.
Get the first look at the Vinland Deluxe. Pre-orders now. Blah 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 blah. What happened? I think it is faux leather. I do like the runes at the top. That's sweet. That's a nice detail. The emblem thingamajig over here. You see the spine. Pretty. It's a flat spine with the ribbon. Looks like reminds me of the Blade of the Immortal.
Yes.
Deluxe hardcovers. You got the map and all that stuff. And it'll be 5 deluxe editions?
These are 3-in-1. So this is going not 3-in-1 based on the existing 2-in-1s, but like 3-in-1 based on the 3. So this is going to be like
4.
A lot of deluxe editions. Like what are we at? 13. So that's 26. 26 divided by 3 is not 9 so far.
Sure. I'm not good at math, but I agree with you.
Depending on where it ends, it's going to be like around. I don't know when the series is going to end, but right now there's enough material for 9.
Yukimura said that he was preparing to do the last arc, but it was going to be a long arc or something like that. But it is on its way out because the idea was to follow Thorfinn for like 5 moments in his life. As a kid, as a brat, as an adult, blah blah blah. I'm not going to spoil something else that happens, but yeah.
If you go also to one of the other pictures, you get a better look at the map on the inside.
Yeah.
But this is the only one that has a look at the spine, really.
Let me zoom in on the spine. Enhance, computer.
And you really don't get that good of a look at it. I don't know why anyone would take but that's what it looks like.
They should have let me take a crack at it. I would have taken better pictures. Yeah, I said it. Don't worry. Everybody wanted to see the spine. I want to see the back. I want to see what's happening in the back to see if there's anything cool, or if it's just the
I'm
plain burgundy color.
assuming it's probably blank with maybe the runes wrapped around, because no one has. The fact that no one has taken a single picture of the back, and the back is visible, makes me feel like there's nothing. Over 600 pages.
Not 3 and 1. Volumes 1 and 3 of the Japanese edition of Vinland Saga, including extra bonus stuff. Maps, concept art, behind the scenes details, larger size than ever before. Faux leather covers featuring historical Viking runes. Creator Makoto Yukimura opens up about the pivotal moments of the story. Blah blah blah. You can scan the code if you want, but you can get it at our sponsor. That's of course the wonderful In Stock Trades, your home for all things collected editions. When Vinland Saga Deluxe drops, you go to IST and buy it for cheap. Orders of $50 or more gets you free shipping. Loyalty discounts, add an extra 2% if you buy on a week-by-week basis. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. And I don't have the book here with me, but I did get Blade of the Immortal, Volume 9 from In Stock Trades. Super happy with the packaging and all that stuff, their new thing that they're doing with the slips, whatever they're called. So I did get that from IST. Always happy to do that. So go check them out. Go check them out, guys. In Stock Trades, our official sponsor here on the Omnibus Collectors Network, Omnibroslive. Also, reminder. Sorry, Riley, my bad.
Yeah.
At the end of the month on the 31st, we're going to do the $50 gift card giveaway valued at $50. Open to anybody out there in the world. You just got to show up, participate, hang out in the chat with us, and by the end of the stream, we'll pick out a winner. Again, that's a $50 gift card, courtesy of InStockTrades.com. Sorry, there you
go. Yeah, no problem. This is a cover price $55. In Stock Trades standard discount for Kodansha, assuming there's no extra discount when this comes out, is 25% off, which means that you'll find this one listed at $41.25. If you have a loyalty discount, it adds on another 2%, which means it'll be about $40. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, you get a decent little discount on that, and I don't know what I can look at Right Stuff just for comparison purposes, but I know it's only $5 off on Amazon right now.
Here's a comparison between the previous edition and this new deluxe, and you can see a much clearer color here for the deluxe.
So Vinland Saga Deluxe on Right Stuff, they still have it listed as $50 rather than $55. I'm guessing that's going to change. They probably had to up the price because printing costs have risen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And they have it currently listed, if you pre-order now, for $39.99, but that's based on the old price. I don't know if Right Stuff does, like, do they keep your price where you were?
I think so. I've never gotten an email saying like, oh, we had to increase the.
Yeah, so you could. I mean, if someone wants to pre-order it now.
Yeah.
There's a fire going on because it's
they want that Vinland Saga. They're on their way.
It's going hot right now. I'm just trying to help people find the best price for the
Vinland Saga Deluxe volumes look very simple but very beautiful, like a dusty old magical tomb. You found. It reminds me of an encyclopedia book, honestly, like Britannica or something.
I think that is simple but like beautiful is the best. Like that's the way I feel as well, and I love it. I know, like I've seen very few people since I was posting it, because once Deb posted the picture yesterday, I posted it everywhere, and I was like, everybody look. And the vast majority of the response that I saw from people was positive.
Yeah.
Small percentage were like, this is boring or whatever. And I'm like, do you not get the aesthetic behind it? Like it looks like some old book that I don't know. It looks like it belongs in the era, I think is the point.
I will say, I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. Sorry, my bad. I forgot.
You were gonna
But-
say that
It's simple but beautiful, like this podcast and us. That's what I wanted to say.
I wasn't going to be so wholesome. I was going to say that you were going to say, hopefully, the single volume hardcover that Dark Horse is working on is going to be Makoto Yukimura's
Ooh.
previous and superior work, Planets.
Ooh.
I went there. I said,
Ooh.
I'm throwing the gauntlet down.
Okay. I'm not up to date with Vinland Saga. I've only read up to like volume 4 or 5, to be honest. But I love Planets. It's awesome. So I'm not going to debate that. I think you're onto something.
That's simple and beautiful right there. If anything, I love that series, and it's funny. Like a lot of people, either A, they've never read it, so when I say that, they're like, "What?" Or B, they're just like, "No." and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you like I prefer one thing over the other. Like I love that series a lot. It's been a while since I read it, but like it's just emotionally such a really fantastic journey from front to back.
Yeah.
And I think personally, also I feel that his artwork was better in Planets. Like the scenes that he gets to draw there, the environments are so just gorgeous. And I really like hope that the one volume hardcover that Dark Horse that Carl told me they were working on, I'm hoping it's Planets.
I do want to ask, is this book orientation right? I think this is the back of the book, right?
I
It's
don't know.
because that's Europe. You got Greenland there and Iceland, and you got North America over there. Why would you open it like that? I think this is the back, and it's the wrong side, or like turned upside down. I don't know. Because I kept looking at this, I'm like, what am I looking at? And then I realized, oh, it's a map of Europe.
Either they opened it from the back or they have it upside down from the front.
That's odd.
Either
Still,
way,
that's pretty cool. I dig it. Yeah.
I'm hoping they don't go back on what they said, but I was told by Ben who's on the panels and stuff.
Yeah.
I was talking with him at AX, and he was like, "Hey, he told me like we're gonna reveal the cover at San Diego. We have a dummy copy. It's a hardcover. He's like, it looks exactly like it's supposed to, but the interior is gonna be blank. Like the pages, those white pages are just white."
Okay.
He's like, we've made like a few copies, and we're not gonna do anything with them. I think is what he said. Like they're just gonna be hanging around the offices and the stuff. And he's like, I want to send you one, and you can have it like in the back of your videos.
That's dope.
And confuse people. And I was like, yeah. So if I'm gonna email him after the weekend, I'm gonna email him and be like, hey, if you still want to do that, here's my address. See if he'll send it out to me.
If the pages are blank, what if you get people's signatures or you use it as a sketchbook?
I was gonna say, what if I start coloring in it?
Or coloring it in, and make your own Vinland Saga.
That the point being, I can tell you if it's upside down or not.
Perfect.
We'll open it up and be like, look, guys, it's upside down.
Let's see. Curious, has the Vinland Saga Deluxe hardcovers sold out? Deluxe hardcovers? I don't think so.
Orders are open right now, so no. Go put your pre-order in, and it comes out December. They will print based on demand.
I want to do a stream on here. Next week we should do previews, but after in August, of like the best books to get in the second half of the year. I think we can include this because a lot of people are going to be excited to buy that for the holiday season.
I saw a lot of people who straight up didn't know that this had already been announced last year.
People are very forgetful online.
Either that or they just didn't know. And I think part of it is because it took so long for them to actually show what it looks like. And so like
I
a lot of people were
They
like,
just forgot.
yeah, oh yeah. Or like I literally in the past several months when I was asking people, what series you want to see Dark Horse do in hardcover. And people bring up like Yu-Gi-Oh and shit. But like I had several that would say Vinland Saga, and I'm like, well, that's a different publisher, number one. Number two, it's already happening. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, it got announced last year. It's already happening.
Yeah. And man, we'll be getting the deluxe. Either the accessory ones are nice to me. Cool. We had this conversation. But looking at this, I realized I looked at my Kalex cube and I save a whole ton of space by getting these books because it's going to be a while before we get more than 5 of these, and that should fit nicely in a cube. And I can stick other manga in there because typically I do 3 rows per cube of manga.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean because that's the same. I did that with Fire Force and Seven Deadly Sins. I was like, I'm going to save a lot of room now, and then I can grow into it later.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly. And I feel the same. But also, I don't particularly like the build of the smaller hardcovers. The material used on the outside because they use like a cheaper hardcover. I don't know. Like they don't.
They are very noisy with the right.
I mean, this one I think because I've opened it and stuff so much, but like there have been ones that are noisy. I don't know. Like it's fine, it's decent. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm also not always a big fan of like the changing. I'm hoping they keep the color the same on all of them.
I saw some people in the chat on the live stream saying like, "Are they going to be different colors?" I'm like, "Do you want them different colors? Let's keep it all in one tone."
Like this Saint Youngmen, I like the hardcovers where they're matte.
Yeah,
a little bit of gloss you can see on there, spot gloss. But the full gloss, it looks and feels cheaper to me, and the way that it's built, like the spine is softer than I don't know. There's always been something about these where since I first picked it up several years ago,
it isn't as sturdy as it looks,
or as you would want it to be. Like
yeah. Because I remember getting it for the first time. I'm like, this is not. I thought it was going to be more premium quality when I bought Volume 1.
Yeah, so I'm happy. As soon as they announced it, I was like, oh yes, I am so happy right now. Like that, I'm getting those. I don't care.
H-Field, The Way I Own Planets, but still haven't. You got to read it. I put out a video on it if you want to check it out. I loved it. Really good read, and I love space stories. I'm a huge aficionado for space things, for outer space. Sorry. So yeah, I love that series. Fantastic. You can watch the show too. The anime was great too.
I've only watched the first like 4 episodes, but it was also really beautifully illustrated. The animation was beautifully done in that one.
I bought the entirety of old school CMX published Magic Knight Ray Earth, forgetting it was getting republished with the updated translation in the cheaper volumes. I don't want to buy the box set simply because I don't have room for such a huge thing. But I am getting the cheaper volumes. And I did want to mention Right Stuff had, or still has, as of this video, the birthday sale. And I actually got a bundle, and I'm really excited. I told the story yesterday, and I forgot to finish the story. So I know Cleveland Brown and others in the chat will know. Okay. I'm running out of time because I can't stay on too long, but I'll say this. My cousins are visiting for the whole month, and young girls, and they're starting to get into books and reading a lot. Or one of them is, the other one not so much. The other one's more into other video games and stuff. But anyways, the one that's reading a lot, she's super into manga, and like a good cousin, I wanted to see what I could uh, give to her as cool hand-me-downs. And I looked and I saw that I had the Sailor Moon Naoko Takeuchi collection editions, the smaller ones.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know what compelled me to get this, knowing that I would prefer the larger trim size because of the bigger artwork. Because I don't know why I made that call. That was a dumb move on my part. And volume 3, I don't have. Volume 4 got delayed. It's been 2 years now, and it's finally coming out in September, I think. And volume 5 next year. I'm like, that's going to be a long ass wait for something that I should have already owned. So I saw that, long story short, Right Stuff had the bundle for the Eternal editions, all 10 volumes. So I went and splurged and picked that up. I'm excited. It shipped today, so I'm really excited for it to arrive.
I splurged also, and I don't think my splurge has shipped. I splurged like several times this past month. I'm sorry to me. Like it was not the best idea, but it was my birthday, and
Hell yeah, brother! That's allowed because it's your birthday month.
I'll think of a different excuse next month when I splurge in August.
Just say it's for research purposes.
I splurged, and my splurge Right Stuff order. I don't think it's shipped yet, but I completed the Gundam UC timeline on Blu-ray.
Yes, let's go.
It's a lot,
that,
dude. There's a
Hell
lot of Blu-rays. I got a lot of shit to watch now, and
yes.
I won't finish it for another like 5 years, I guarantee you. But
when it arrives and you're feeling up to watching one of them, let me know. I can watch it and we can talk about it here, just for fun.
Yeah, we will discuss if I don't know if we should watch in like.
I prefer broadcast order.
Yeah, that broadcast order is what I was thinking as well. Or if I wanted to jump into some like highlights or like pop around, because the only I have the complete UC, but I also have G Gundam and I have Wing.
You need to get
Seed
for me because that's my Gundam. That's the one I grew up with. Gundam Seed. Yes, I watched Gundam Wing when it aired, but I didn't care for it as much. But Gundam Seed was what Wing was to a lot of people growing up.
Yeah.
That was my shit growing up.
That's gonna be the next one, and I wanted to get everything else and be like, okay, I'm gonna watch these and then I'll pick up Seed, because Seed, you got Seed 1, Seed 2, Seed Destiny 1, Seed Destiny 2, and then like another
there's an OVA Blu-ray that you need to get to.
So it was its own like commitment. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait until maybe hopefully the holiday sale. I'll be open to getting it.
Yeah, I'm gonna save. I haven't done this in a while. Before I started going big into manga, I was born to collecting anime Blu-rays, so I'm gonna go back to that probably around Black Friday, Christmas. I'm gonna splurge and do like a huge Sentai order with their cheap discounts and a huge Right Stuff. So I'm excited for that. That's a problem for future Geo. Let's not talk about that. Let's not go too into detail. Let me get some of your questions, guys. Okay, we're done with Vinland Saga. Before we wrap up, Inman, excellent Geo. I still need to get the 2 Sailor V volumes. I should get that after soon. Geo, get your cousin to read Kingdom and join the petition for English adaptation of the manga. I don't know if I can recommend Kingdom to a 13, 14-year-old. Just saying. Volume 1 in December, Volume 2 in February. Might not take long to get caught up.
Keep in mind that Volume 1 got delayed a long time. So Volume 2 might get delayed as well. And if it doesn't, we don't know when Volume 3 is going to come out. Because Volume 1 was supposed to come out September or October, and they pushed it back.
Yeah. It's a cheaply made hardcover. I think that's what we were trying to say nicely. Sorry, Kodansha.
Yeah. But it was at a time. It started getting made at a time when the they didn't have as much to invest into it. So I
And
get
it is visually striking when you put it next to every other manga. It really stands out.
yeah. It's just when you then pick it up, it's like
Oh,
this.
eh.
You know what it feels like? You know what it freaking feels like is those library hardcovers. Like when you go to the library and
I know what you mean.
they
Yes.
bind a paperback into hardcover. That's
Yeah.
what it feels like. That is exactly the way that it feels. That nails it.
Good
That's
job. Yeah.
like, oh my god, like what do these feel? I was sitting there trying to figure out what it was, but I have I don't know if you've done it, but sometimes because I buy X library copies all the time on like eBay,
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 X library like manga come in that were the hardcovers, the library made hardcovers.
Yeah. I have that for Samurai Deeper Kyo. A couple of volumes I bought from libraries, and they're custom hardcovers. I'm like, okay, cool.
And it has that basic
Yeah.
cheap feel to it.
They're
That's
laminated and
yeah.
bound together at a library.
That's what it is. That's what it feels like. And that's why I'm excited for this one because it feels like they actually put care into it instead of just trying to figure out the best way to throw it together.
I really want to own March Comes In Like a Lion, but I'm not strong enough to survive Denpa licenses that are more than a single volume. I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to call Ed on that when I was talking to him because I was like wanted to be like, why did y'all do March Comes In Like a Lion? And because we were talking and he kept saying like, yeah, we get like short series and like single volume releases. And I was
Also, if you guys are interested, there is the anime, which is how I came to know the series. But there's always a big hairy but. It's an Aniplex release, so prepare to spend a lot of dosh because this is like I'm looking at it now, $130 because it's on. This is so stupid. I've talked about this and a lot in my channel. Aniplex, they have a license agreement with Right Stuff and exclusivity or whatever. And what's funny is that Right Stuff puts under their Aniplex Blu-rays retail price and then our price. I'm like, no, dude, it's only your price. They've never sold these anywhere else stateside other than Right Stuff. And Aniplex just, they suck. So I don't know. If you have Crunchyroll, it's on Crunchyroll. You can
some of
watch it.
the Gundam too is only available on Right Stuff, right?
Oh, because of Nozomi slash Sentai,
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure some of the Gundam is,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of the same where the price. It's like, what do you mean? I'm not getting a you set the price. You're not
Exactly.
discounting it for I don't know, like maybe like they're like, oh, the manufacturer suggests that we price it here, but we're putting it here. Like that doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's not like I'm gonna go to Walmart and find it there for the price that you're telling me it used to be.
So if you were to get those Blu-rays, it would be three of them. 129 times three. You would need to spend $389.94 to buy March Comes In Like a Lion on Blu-ray. You know how many series, manga volumes, and deluxes and all that stuff I could get with $400? Come on, man.
50 to 60 books, depending on which ones and the discount.
Yep.
You have a whole no, that's so dumb. But yeah, point being, Denpa, I was like, dude, why? And so all I did was I asked him like, when is it coming out? Or like how frequently? And he's like, oh, we're hoping to get like 2 or 3 volumes a year. And I had to smile and like, cool. And inside I was like, God damn it, bro. Why would you do that?
Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. So, gang, I think we're gonna call it because I do have to run. I got some other stuff to do tonight. for my channel and some other stuff, non-YouTube related. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'll leave it with Bean Queenie. Gundam Thunderbolt is the best Gundam. That's up for debate, but I'm not going to fault you for that because Thunderbolt is pretty awesome. We can talk about Gundam another time.
If I watch Thunderbolt tonight, if I jump into Thunderbolt right now and I don't like it, then next week
you're gonna be calling people out.
We're gonna have words, ma'am. We're gonna I'm gonna talk to you.
So that's gonna be it. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this fantastic edition of Omnibroslive. We're gonna be back next Monday for hauls, previews, and reads. And of course, Wednesday with a comic book episode. Should be that scalped episode that the other guys wanted to do. And then Thursday, we'll be back with manga previews for all the stuff that's coming out in August. Looking pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Follow my co-host, Omni Collecti, Healthy Collecti, on different social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. There you go. YouTube. Omnibus Collector.
On my, I just put up a video yesterday. You can enter to win a copy of the Death Note Special Edition Volume 1 that Viz had at their booth at Anime Expo. Nice. It's open to international, but if you're outside the US, the only condition is that you have to be okay with paying for international shipping. That was the only caveat on that. But the other rules, how to enter and stuff, are on the video. If you're interested in getting it, you can check it out. This, as far as I know, it was only going to be over at Anime Expo. They sold everything out. I'm not aware that it's going to be back. So
I don't think it's ever going to be back because look at the other Expo exclusives that they've done. They never came back.
Yeah. And people does come back, whatever. You get a free book.
So yeah, Omnibus Collector on YouTube and all the other social media stuff. Follow me if you can. Manga Geekdom. Talk about manga over there as well. I'm on Threads, Instagram, on Twitter. If you want to chat with me, head on over there. That's it. Thank you, everybody. God bless. Stay safe out there. We'll be back next time. Support the show. Support the YouTubes. Our sponsor, InStock Trades. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'd appreciate it.